Danse, danete, aboshted. Good morning, and oh, we've been having quite a morning out here at Lac St. Anne, or Manto Sakahigan in Cree, God's Lake. This is a beautiful lake just west of Edmonton, and magical things happen here, and lots of stories have come out of this area around this lake. My great-grandmother, Victoria Callihu, was born on this lake, and, excuse me, my great-great-grandmother, Victoria Callihu, was born on this lake, and she was a midwife and helped deliver many, many babies. So when I say we've been having quite a morning, we've had swans fly over, and geese, and a few frogs, and just all kinds of animals have been stopping by, squirrels twittering in the trees. So on this National Indigenous Day 2021, I invite you to get outside and connect with Mother Earth and to love one another. So I would like to share today a little bit about stories and to also share a story with you on this beautiful lake. And there's a little property here that I have had in my family, and someday I haven't got around to it yet, but I'd love to build a round house with a round fireplace in the middle, iskoteo, and it would draw people from all over to listen to stories, because stories are so important. They carry our worldviews, our history, our culture, who we are, and there are all kinds of stories, historical stories, teaching stories, just for fun stories, and my favorite, miracle stories. Things that let me know, that are told in the stories, that this world is not only made of what we can touch, hear, feel, and see. You know, it's magical. And our elders who tell wonderful stories, or even they don't have to be old, people don't have to be old, but when you hear a story that makes your soul tingle, makes your spirit tingle, it's a life-changing thing. And I have one of those right now. After I share a Onska, I want to share one stanza of the Onska song with you. It's the wake-up song that the Cree used. They still use it, but in camps, if you can imagine, you're waking up in your teepee, and the birds are singing, it's morning, and it's time to get up. And the young men, 4, are riding bareback around the camp with their drums, singing this song, telling you to wake up. The birds are singing, and come out and enjoy the day. And it goes like this. Wanska pewa panoma a sapie sasakinagamoak imyona kwan getuskenan wea hayo wea hey wea hey hayo wea hey 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 wea hey hayo wea hey hayo wea hayo wea hayo. So, wake up to this beautiful National Indigenous Day. And with that, here's a story that was told to me by my late friend, Francis Tutusas, from Hobima, or Musquecheese as we call it now. And it was shared by his late father, Joe Tutusas. It happened when Joe Tutusas was just a tiny little boy, and he used to collect bottles. Things were really kind of on the skinny in those days. So he would collect bottles and take them into town and get the sunyao. That's money in Cree for them. So his grandfather said one morning, Joe, your bottles are all over the yard up against the house. Let's collect them. You collect them. And while I hitch up the horses, hitch up the team, you collect them, put them in the back, and we'll go to town. So that they did, and they were going across the prairies, and just imagine, it was a different time, a different place then, not a lot of fences, and they were just kind of rolling out. It was a very quiet morning, and his grandfather just spontaneously stopped the wagon, stopped, it was a buckboard, and with his whip, just with the tip of it, he hit it on the dashboard, and he started to sing a song. Can't remember quite how it went, but pretty soon Joe heard wings coming down, and he had trouble describing this beautiful golden bird that landed on the crosspiece, or the pole, between the harnessing of the 2 horses. And it just sat there, and it was amazing. It was glowing, and out from the bush, out from the grass, came these prairie chickens, and they danced in a circle while Joe's grandfather sang and while this golden bird had made himself present. Pretty soon, the song stopped, the birds went back into the grass, the golden bird flew away, and his grandfather started the wagon, and they made their way to, I think, what is now Wetaskiwin. And they didn't talk about it, but I know when Joe shared this story with me, it was one of those life changer stories. So again, hope you enjoyed that. Have a happy, happy National Indigenous Day. And just for me, go and ask somebody that you respect or admire to tell you a story, maybe about their life, and write it down and then even send it to them. They will love you for it, and you will have made your own story. Hi, hi, Mr. Hi. Bye-bye.